Hello everyone, it's Marcia again. I have some more junk journals that I wanted to share with you guys today. They are standard size traveler's notebook inserts. They are black and white color scheme. The theme of each one is a different word. Each one has a word on the cover. This one's peace, there's hope, faith, and joy. These are all photographs that I've taken. They're like silhouette photos that I've edited and turned into black and white images and added the word to each one. No specific reason. These are just words that kind of came to me as I was preparing this set of journals, and so I went with them. And the word is throughout each book. So there's like a definition of the word and a quote and another place where the word is written. So it does go throughout the book. So I will just flip through one. They are basically the same. And so as we flip through this one, where you see the word joy or like a quote about joy, it'll be about whatever the other word is in the others. So I hope that makes sense. So wrapped around each one, just to hold it closed, is this yarn. It's kind of a fuzzy chenille type yarn. It's not attached. They are heavy cardstock. There's no layers. It's just real heavy cardstock, where I have layered some fabric with the image and stitched around it. I added some fabric, which is actually a ribbon that I've trimmed up and inked, and I've put that on there and stitched around that as well for the spine. You can see the pages are stitched in with black thread, and the back side is pretty plain. There's a little bit of a bling right here on the side, a little black etched bead that picks up the light really well, and it's just pinned to a fabric tab. And as you can see, there's fabric kind of hanging out the side as well. So they are botanical. Botanical, black and white botanical is the theme besides the word that goes throughout the book. So it's a little clear pocket here that has a little card that says property of. And of course you can write on the back of that as well. Just collaged, or not really collaged, but glued here is a torn paper with a stamp of a leaf. That's one of my hand carved stamps. Here's the definition of joy. Stitched onto this vellum, which I have stamped some ferns onto. Some pattern paper, a bit of collage here with a label, and a collaged index card that was coffee dyed. I got some book papers and napkin and a butterfly layered on there. This book page here is, it was about garden plants. So it is garden related or plant related. This is a page of words from a book, and I chose this one because it has the word joy, and I framed that there with a cutout and inked the other parts. Of course you can see the other words as well, but I really wanted to point out the word joy, and each book has the same thing. So I chose a page from the book that has the relating word. Coffee dyed grid paper. A little flip up here says I learned, and I did some stamping on there. This is like a form, and this is a bit of, I pinned this on as well. It's not permanently attached, it's just pinned with the safety pin that has the bead on it. I just liked that fabric, but I couldn't find anywhere else in the book that I really wanted to use it, so I just pinned it on there and thought that was kind of cute. And there's the tab, you can see the pin through, and it's stitched on. A little corner tuck here with a little journaling paper. This was a page from the garden book as well. It has beautiful black and white images of gardens and plants, and I thought that went really well with the book. Here we have a tuck using a die cut negative, and it makes a little tuck, and inside I just did some stamping number 1. And when you tuck this back in, I do suggest you do it gently so you don't snag or catch on the stencil. It's kind of delicate. Here's a collage bit of fabric, which I stitched on to make a little flip, fabric flip. clipped on here is an envelope, which is made from a very old book page. It is in a different language. I believe that is German. I did not translate it. I don't know what it says, but I did some washi tape here just because of its age, it's fragile and it was starting to crack and fall apart as I was working on it. So I did that to strengthen it. And inside is just a vintage piece of bridge tally sheet. That's what that is. Thought that looked cute. It doesn't matter which way it goes, I guess. I forgot to mention this one has butterflies on it. Each one has a different decorative sticker there. More that pattern paper. This is a page from a booklet, which was about hot air ballooning. And I really liked the images. Well, first of all, I really liked the text, which I'll show you when we get to the other side of it. The font text was really cool, but there's also these like forms and images, and this map was just, I really loved it. It's not botanical. It doesn't necessarily go with the theme of the book, but I loved the coloring of it and the font, like I was saying. A stamp word there, lovely, and a rose. A little envelope, which I decoupaged with a napkin. And here is just another little journaling spot with a stamp on it. Some fabric stitched on the side here. A little frame stamp. Another die cut. And this is the font I was talking about from that hot air balloon. The hot air balloon in the basket. You can see it there. I don't know what I'm saying. This is a bit of stamped fabric, not fabric, but paper tape that I had, and I stamped some ferns on there. A die cut layered on with some fabric and stitched on. A glassine bag, which I decorated with some coffee dyed paper and a die cut and these large stickers. Not all of them have this really large sticker. There are some other smaller gold and black stickers because I didn't have enough of these for each word, but yeah. And then a die cut layered on that. It is a bag, so it has a large tag inside there, and tucked behind it is a vintage receipt, which I have stamped on. This is the back side of that gardening book, so it has lots of plants listed there, some stamping. Some more stamping here, and that folds out. The other side of that book page that has all the words listed on it. This is a catalog card which I decorated and inked. It is also German. A sweet lady sent those to me along with some other papers, and I did a what is that called? Embossed cardstock there, and I painted and inked that and put a label on there. Some collage here as well. Here's the quote. This one is "Find joy in the ordinary," and each one, like I said, relates to the word of that particular book. A little journaling card here, and a little bit of vintage ephemera travel expense record, which I stamped on and can be journaled on. That just tucks in there. A bit of vellum, which I did some stamping on, and I put my personal stamp on there, or my business stamp, I should say. So there they are, and they will, of course, be listed in my Etsy. I'm not going to flip through each one because, like I said, they are the same aside from the word and the image that's on the front cover. The rest is the same. So there you can see all of the pretty pictures individually. There. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate everyone who leaves comments and likes my videos. Bye, guys.